I had a stroke.
You were merely adopted by the restart. I was born with it.
Molded by it.
You were molded by the restart.
Is this the right plug?
Oh my gosh.
Molded by it. I don't think this is the right one. Uh-oh. I plugged in the wrong one. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I need to unplug this. And then this one. And that one. It's going to explode.
Explode.
There we are. There we are, Toshiba.
No coach. Let's see. We got that today.
Go buy yourself a bag of milk.
Okay. Now I'm really interested to know what that story is.
What story? There is no story. There's this show on. It's an older show on Comedy Central, the Croll Show, and he does a
Nick
Degrassi. Yeah,
Wow.
Nick Kroll. He makes fun of Degrassi. So it's an older show. It's like from
Degrassi
like 14
High?
or no. It's not Degrassi High. It's called Wheels Ontario, and
Okay.
it's just a segment or a skit. It's not like an actual show, but you would think it's a show because it's hilarious. But they're Canadians, and it's hilarious, and it's just making fun of Canada. It's just hilarious. How they talk and everything.
You put
Instead of saying peace out, they say peace out. What are you talking about?
You put that succinctly. Suck what? No, succinctly means perfectly.
Ah.
I haven't seen Robin Hood Men in Tights in quite a while.
Dave Chappelle, hold on.
Yeah. Gotta pump up.
Pump up.
Man. Did those come back? I swear, like, that was slowly making its way around the turnstiles at the shoe stores.
I know I saw either a major YouTuber or WWE doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, we're live. Oops.
Yeah, we are.
I was making fun of Canadians earlier. Oops.
No, you just said he was making fun of Canadians.
Oh, he was. Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
Nick Kroll.
Yes. What are you talking about?
That
we should
is
go back
not-
to Saskatchewan.
If that's your making fun of Canadians, I think you're safe.
What are you talking about?
I like bacon. Give me a Molson. Let's go listen to some Alanis Morissette.
You a link, brother, of that just the one segment of it's like 3 minutes of Wheels Ontario. It's hilarious.
Oh gosh.
Oh man, once you see it, you're like, oh okay, I get it. Okay,
I
great.
probably have seen it. I just it's been a while. Oh god.
Since I said
So
sorry.
I have an awesome strawberry on my elbow. It is literally where I put my elbow down when I drive or when I'm sitting.
What the heck are you talking about?
Like, so this thing right here. That thing.
I can't see it. What are you?
That thing right there.
Okay, I'll go with it.
So, you see it on your camera?
Yeah, sure.
So, when we were at White Sands, I was acting like I was 20 when in actuality I'm gonna be 40 next week. And I went head first down the sand dune, and at the bottom the sand is compacted so it's like concrete practically, and I went down head first and scraped my elbow a little bit.
I see it now.
Yeah, scraped myself a little bit, and I've been putting Watkins salve on it, just trying to heal it all up, antibiotics and stuff. Well, I am literally it is literally in that one spot where it rests on. It's where my elbow rests when I'm like at my work at work, at my desk.
Yeah.
I'm at my
I can see that.
here, or I'm in my car, like cruising to work or whatever. Anywhere I want to put my elbow down, I'm like, yep, I'm hitting it again. And it would have been healed by now had it been anywhere else. But yeah, one spot. So, oh well, it's just annoying.
You thought about getting like an elbow thing?
Get the people's elbow.
People's elbow? You know that the brace, elbow brace. Yeah,
so just at night, I can just like go like that and just like go off the ropes and give my bed the people's elbow for no apparent reason. Yeah. Wifey's like,
then your
what
wife,
are you doing?
What the heck are you doing?
Why are you elbowing your pillow?
I can totally see her saying that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally. All
right. What the heck are you doing?
Let's start this shindig, shall we?
Let's start the show.
Arsonist had cold feet. Good evening, everybody. This is the Movie Broview, episode number 18. I am one of your hosts, Charlie Zarsuela's son, and I'm with my co-host, my brother, Joshua Henderson's son. Josh, what's going on, bro?
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? No, I'm good.
That is the wrong Avengers team, sir. That's good that you're good, man. Yeah, it's hot out there. This is episode 18. We're going over Loki, episode number 3 tonight.
Milk was a bad choice.
Milk would be a very bad choice in these hot Texas summer days. God, it's like 90 degrees outside, and it's like 9:30 at night. Yep. We're in it.
You ever been in a Rangers game and you're looking at that thermostat out in the outfield? Well, this is before the new stadium was built. This is back in the old stadium or the old ballpark. You're looking at that thermostat, man. Come on, get to 90. Get to 90. Mm-hmm. And by the 7th inning, it's finally at 89.
Oh heck! Like even those days where it's over 100, and you're just like, come on, just break into the double digits, like. Just get below triple digits just like for a little bit, or give me like a nice breeze. You're just praying someone walks a little extra faster if you have like an aisle seat, so they can like give that, you know, their draft wins to you as they pass on by.
Right.
But yeah, this is the Movie Broview, where two brothers give their brotherly take on movies and series of today, yesterday, and tomorrow. I'm your host, Charlie. I'm at Charzar81 at Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. If you're watching this live, it's at Joshizzle2323 on YouTube, but he also has a handle at Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Like, subscribe, and follow. We'd really, really appreciate it. And check out our hashtag Movie Broview. You can search on Google for all access to all our stuff. And you know what? Drop a comment below. I want to know, is Lady Loki Loki? That's the question for tonight. We have to find out. By the way, there's going to be massive spoilers. This sucker just came out like not too long ago. Gosh, we were so close Tuesday night when we were recording for episode 2 that we were almost made up for being so late on episode 2 release by being super early for episode 3 release. Brother, did you try to stay up to see if you could make it?
I did not. I was actually listening to our podcast, re-listening to the podcast just to see how everything went, the audio, stuff like that. I really should have made notes, but I wound up watching it again so I can actually do the timestamps for our YouTube channel. Go subscribe, like the video, comment, please.
Did we do okay?
Yeah, it's great.
I checked in from time to time. Just one of those things where, you know, you can't check in when you're kind of behind the wheel when that sucker starts. So it is what it is.
Sure.
So
yeah,
yes,
sure.
in tonight, what am I saying? Tonight, what we got in store for you guys? We got obviously the newest movie review or series review of episode 3 for Loki. the MCU series. We have another little thing I like to call the Broview's Top 10 Royal Rumble. Again, we pick the, I guess in our guesstimation, the top 10 birthdays and put them all in a big mosh pit and see who wins out, based upon what characters that they ever played out. Like, I don't know. If Sylvester Stallone had his birthday, would it be Rocky or would it be Rambo? Or would it be his character from
Judge Dredd?
Or Judge Dredd? See, he's got so many, like literally, like we'd have to roll a dice to see which one we would pick for him. Heck, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, obviously the Terminator, but
Mr. Freeze.
Oh,
Commando.
Mr. Kindergarten Cop. Come on, bring it on. But those are not the only segments we have for you tonight, and actually we have that starting right now because we want to get things kicking off fast tonight. We have the little thing called Don't Be Joshin'. This is our little news segment we have for you. Take it away, Josh.
Well, first things first. What happened 20 years ago in 2 days? Well, there's a brand new one coming out, or actually just came out, I think this weekend. Fast and Furious 9. Well, Fast and Furious, the first one came out 20 years ago and 2 days ago. We should have said this back on the last podcast, but I just found this out. But it's 20 years old, dude. I remember watching your DVD.
I saw that in the theater with the
when I was young.
girlfriend.
When I was young, I watched that. I watched it on your DVD player.
I never wanted an Eclipse more.
Oh, I know, right?
The one he juices at the very beginning of that movie, that's the car that I wanted. Obviously never came to fruition, but,
Well, if I win the lottery, I'm not only going to get you a 2000 Corvette. I will get you a 2000 or a 1998 Eclipse.
Who did
Not souped up though?
Okay. You're on the spot right now. Who would you rather be, Brian Spillner or Dom?
Brian Spillner is the cop.
Yep.
Paul Walker, right? And then
Yes.
Dom is Vin Diesel.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, you're safe with being a cop.
That universe.
And you're still, but
you
from that
own
universe?
the streets,
Well,
bro.
I own the streets, bro. Yeah, I'd rather be Dom because
You didn't own
he's a
me.
badass.
You didn't own your car.
As long as it's a Corona or whatever he said. I forgot what he said. Corona Light.
You can have a beer as long as it's a Corona. Boy.
Oh, jeez.
20 years later. Oh, boy.
Oh, maybe that's what he was trying to say. No, I don't know.
No.
But yeah, that turned 20. That's crazy. Time flies.
Wow.
When you're having fun. Next, speaking of another old movie, remember Jaws? Classic, right? Well, Steven Spielberg does not want that rebooted at all. They asked him, Universal asked him, can you reboot it? In my opinion, and there's no news there. It's just basically a small interview stating that I'm too busy. I'm doing the new Jurassic World. I'm producing that, things of that nature, blah, blah, blah. So he basically said no, which I'm glad because that's an instant classic. That is actually a movie we study in some film classes. In my experience, I had to do it for my film class in community college as well as film class in high school. So it's an instant classic just because of a robotic shark was malfunctioning. It made it seem scarier in that movie, right? Don't change it. Leave it alone. Sometimes it's just best to just leave it alone. Like some people asking, hey, what about a reboot of Back to the Future? No,
Wow.
You don't need to. It's fine. It's perfect. Leave it alone. Anyway, moving right along. Superheroes. Justice League Zack Snyder cut. Coming to Blu-ray 4K. September 7th. We still buy those? I'm not. I mean, I don't have a 4K anyway, but That's interesting, right? I mean, they're still going to do that after the success on. I mean, I guess they got to make money besides from HBO Max. People, watching it bootleg, whatever the case may be, or borrowing someone else's HBO Max. Thank you, brother. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I would like to know the percentage of people who still buy physical medium. I think, gosh, the last physical copy of anything that I bought was Spider-Man Homecoming.
Really? Oh, well, it's because that's different though. Like you're a huge Spider-Man fan, but I'm talking about like a regular just DVD, Blu-ray that's not close to heart like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm sure you haven't touched anything like that.
Well, I have to cross my fingers, my toes, my eyes, and everything that Amazon never goes under, because I own a lot of their digital properties. Let's just say. But yeah, you never really think about it. Like who actually goes out and buys physical copies of anything nowadays? I mean, movie trading companies still, going strong. Reselling
because of their games and pandemic
stuffs. Oh well, yeah, no, I mean, it's big into that as well. But their main product is definitely used DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff, and I think they even have a VHS section for those hardcore,
the one in Denton.
The OG movie watchers, everyone who had a Columbia membership back in the day to get their 1-cent movies before they would pay $40 for a movie.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, I mean. It
good old Suncoast.
When is the last time you've been in like a Best Buy?
It was last year with my brother-in-law. He was buying a TV.
Yeah, like
that's it.
I think I was in there
But that was one time out of like the past 3 years.
I was in there around Christmas time because I was looking for stuff, and I think I was like randomly saw, one of those grab and go edifices, with all the like, here's the $9.99 special edition 2-pack deals with the digital copy, et cetera, et cetera. And it wasn't very big, I'm like, okay, and I'm just intrigued and wondering what the percentage is nowadays, because not everyone goes complete streaming, movies, that cost money. You're talking about internet, like good internet. You're talking about good equipment, TVs, smart TVs, and granted, everything's getting cheaper nowadays. But, with pandemic and everyone under, making money on unemployment, etc. It makes you think. We're all shopping from the cloud now.
I don't think Amazon's going anywhere anytime soon, by the way. Judging by how all my coworkers talk about, I just got a package because they've got cameras on their house or whatever. It's ridiculous. Like she literally, one of my coworkers gets like 2 or 3 like items from Amazon every day. I'm like, wow, why? Anyway,
I mean, if you don't bulk buy, that's fine, But
yeah, Prime Day was just the other day. Did not take advantage of that. Let's see here. So yeah,
like to me, I looked and I was like, I'm good. I can wait till Cyber Monday, whenever that is, or something. There'll probably be something in September, So
speaking of September 7th, Justice League Snyder Cut Blu-ray 4K. Moving right along. Needing a good luck charm? Well, not to fear. A new marshmallow is here. Lucky Charms has a new marshmallow. Actually, new marshmallows. Space-traveling rockets and planets. So no longer just magically delicious, but they're galactically delicious. So we're going to jump into that why that has to connect with what we're talking about tonight. With rockets and planets.
I really thought you were going to say that the new marshmallow was like Bitcoin or the Doge dog.
No.
I was like, oh, come on.
No, absolutely not. You don't know which marshmallow is going to be stale one week and then really rich in sugar the other week.
Boom. Oh, that's topical and, unfortunate if you invested your money the wrong way.
Let me explain what the joke is, okay, folks?
Yeah, what's
Magically,
the joke?
because it's Loki, he uses magic, and galactically, because if you saw the episode, we're going to jump into why it's galactically delicious.
Wow.
Moving right along. Back to you, Cheeto.
Wow.
Thanks, brother, man. That's awesome. This is the second installment of Don't Be Joshin. God, I've got to get to you over here, and I need some sounders from you because
Get over here.
I can definitely make a intro outro for you. But yes, so yeah, tonight on the movie review, we are going to be talking about a little thing called Loki.
Wow.
And not much of him in this week's episode. Mobius was obviously left behind.
Jeez.
What? He was left behind. Like, literally
It's
left
the
behind.
movie with Owen Wilson behind him in enemy lines, okay?
No, I really
We
wasn't
get
even
it.
going for that.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought you were.
I was thinking of like...
Because he is the pilot that crashes behind
nice.
enemy lines.
Okay, well, yeah, he is left behind enemy lines in this one.
In that
Again,
hurricane.
We here at Movie Review, we've done it both ways. We've done from stem to stern, and we've jumped pretty much from topic to topic, whatever feats our fancy. But I kind of like.
Oh, you got to follow the timeline,
Yeah, the time's weird in the TVA. That's all I gotta say.
Wow.
But man, so obviously last week, or in the previous episode, we saw Lady Loki. So it appears like from this episode, Lady Loki is not Lady Loki. Is she? Or is she? Or isn't she? We don't know. Do we?
Who is she? What is she? Why is she?
She definitely does not like to be called Loki. I'll tell you that much. She immediately stopped Loki in his tracks by saying, don't call me that. I don't like being called that or whatever. And her name is Sylvie. And apparently, this is something that she came up with herself. And from the comics, obviously, we know Sylvie to be a character that Loki bestows powers upon. And she's basically the New Age Enchantress. And a lot of people again, with a couple of, with several hours since this has been released, I've had a chance to go check out other sites, go check out other experts. I was searching for the word there. And, just getting their take on, everything as well. And, obviously we like to formulate and coagulate our little theories and thoughts about everything. But I'm trying to decide where this is going to go. Because obviously with the Hela character, she was also an amalgamation of Hela and Enchantress. It seems like they don't want to go full bore Enchantress. They just want to either call an ode out to her or make her part of another character who is already existing in its form. I don't know. I think she would be a combination of the two, but we'll see. It's so early to tell. And it sucks that this is only the third episode. The third episode of 6. I can already hear my
Halfway through
screaming because she's like, no. But with that said, the one thing that really, really hit me about this episode was the relationship between Loki and Sylvie and how it transforms from the beginning to the end. It goes all over the map. They're fighting with each other. They're collaborating with each other. They're having a discussion with each other. They're drunk singing with each other, technically, kind of. There's a lot in this episode. I keep saying it, I don't want recency bias to kind of get in the way, but This probably is my favorite episode.
I knew it. This is the best episode yet.
This had everything. And someone asked me today, because I don't know why she hasn't started it yet. She's been busy. I understand that. But she asked me today, she's like, just to ask, how on the scale of awesomeness does it rate compared to WandaVision? Don't say anything. Stop it. This is a show about positivity. So don't say it. You're only allowed one, and that's Iron Fist. But
Plastic Fist.
So, I had to tell her, I was like, I sent her like 4 emails. This was in the form of an email. I was like, better. Next email, much better. Next email, it's butter better. And, it's a little joke that we have, but she knows butter better is the better. And I mean, like, and it's through 3 episodes. And again, it's comparing apples to oranges, because those 2 shows are completely different. I know a lot of people out there, it's kind of weird. Like, I'll read forums and I'll read comments, and they're like, I don't really like this Sylvie girl. And I'm like, you've literally seen her on screen for an episode and 5 minutes. It's just like you said, in the last the review. It's like, why are you shortchanging everything when you've literally seen the crust? You haven't even got to the pizza pie yet.
Pizza pie.
No, it's just when it comes to this one though, like what really stands out for me. I'm gonna ask you what stands out for you as well. But what stands out for me in this one is the relationship between Loki and Sylvie, and how it constantly morphs throughout the entire thing. They quip at each other, they fight each other physically. You can see kind of Loki get owned, like in a serious way. But they have 2 different approaches as well. It kind of gives them this weird cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry,
Itchy and Scratchy.
We're just gonna think of every cat and mouse duo out there.
Garfield and that dog. I don't know.
That's awesome. Odie, you mean?
Odie, yeah.
Garfield and that dog.
I almost said Otto, but that's
Otto,
the bus driver from The Simpsons.
So what do you think? What do you think of the episode?
Now, I'm going to start right from the beginning, right after they go on previously on X-Men. I'm just kidding. Previously on Loki. They go over what happens, right? But then you have the opening Marvel Studios, which I thoroughly enjoy because, as everyone knows, in the Marvel Studios, they have all these characters from previous movies and films and shows, etc. Anyway, the music playing in the background, Hayley Kiyoko, the song is called Demons. It came out last year. She's actually fairly popular, but I love that song. And it kind of has that Eiffel 65 blues song feel to it. And it kind of reminded me of how Iron Man 3 opened up. And I did not do any research besides these songs. I did not look at anyone else's review. This is purely my thought. I thought that reminded me as a callback to Iron Man 3's opening, playing a song like that. Now, I'm pretty sure there's been other movies that have an opening with a different type of song versus just the Marvel Studios. You know what I'm talking about? But I really like that a lot. Now, the relationship with both of them, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's weird. It's just like, I feel like I may be alone on this. I don't know. What do you think? I feel like Loki's falling in love with himself.
I mean,
is that stupid?
I don't think it's love as what we think. I think it's an adoration.
Well, they're talking about love.
Yeah, totally. I get what you're saying.
I mean, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Damn it.
Don't hurt me no more. Wow.
Wow.
No, I mean, that song actually works for this because they're questioning what love is, trying to explain it, and they're literally hurting each other the entire time.
Well, and again, so this is going to be one of those episodes where we just jump everywhere. When they're talking about that notion,
Oh, this is dagger.
Speaking of which, I gotta update the background a little bit. When they talk about that notion,
Love is hate.
they're talking about their upbringing. Apparently, obviously, I was gonna say apparently, obviously, their upbringings are completely different. Loki,
vis-a-vis,
vis-a-vis, ergo. Loki has a good relationship with his mom, or his adopted mom. She knew that she was adopted the entire time. Apparently, he, didn't find out until obviously the events of Thor. But he grew up thinking that that he was a son of Asgard the entire time when he was actually a frost giant.
Speaking of Thor, I'll have another. Go ahead.
Yes, no, totally. Like the parallelisms, and again, I don't know, maybe that's a thing that they do on Asgard, where like they just finish their drink and they say, "I'll have another," and boom, they just throw it down and in comes the cleaners and stuff like that. Or maybe there's some sort of magic there that it just doesn't break. I don't know. I thought that was a really cool either callback or call out for that. But yeah, to answer your question, that's interesting because I never thought of him loving himself. He would love himself the most. We did come to the reveal that Loki is bisexual.
I was wondering that too. I had to watch it 2 or 3 times to understand. It's like, is he talking about his brother of another prince?
Nope.
Because Thor would be technically a prince before he became king of Asgard.
No.
Asgard. Apparently he's bi.
Yeah, no, and with a creature.
It is Pride Month. Just saying.
with a god of mischief that is such, I'm not surprised. His character in the comic books is completely ambiguous.
The ambiguously duo.
From what I remember, even Sylvie, we don't really know what she is. Is she a princess? Could she be something else? It's crazy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
What?
I thought you were gonna say, is she lesbian? Is she straight?
No.
What does that? What does that have to do with anything?
There's no. She even puts it out there as well. And that's why she's kind of asking him, you're a prince. I bet you've had princesses coming after you, or whatever, or the latter. And he's like, yeah, a little bit of both. And it kind of came and went, but it's there, it's canon. Even the creator of the episode, she was we wanted to make sure we wanted this in, and it's officially canon in the MCU. Kudos to those out there who they have their hero now. So, but it's very interesting when you talk about when they do talk about love, because again, their upbringing is completely different. She had to teach magic, according to her, on her own. So her ability to possess other people, she taught by herself. Frigga taught Loki everything he knows about magic. So he definitely had this motherly comfort throughout his childhood and through his upbringing. And from what it sounds like from her, she probably didn't have that. And so she's kind of I'm interested to see if they start uncovering a lot of her backstory in the next few episodes, just little bits here and there. And I'm wondering if the Aaron Paul effect takes place. And what I'm saying here is this: Aaron Paul, Jesse from Breaking Bad, he was supposed to die at the end of season 1. That was it. Kaput, done. Let's move on.
Right.
The creators saw that he was a massive
bitch.
No, he was that. At times he was, but
he said that a lot though.
He was he was a massive fan favorite. I'll take another person, Daryl from The Walking Dead. Gosh, I can't count
Dead
how many
of
times
Walking.
when it hit its peak. Everyone's like, if Daryl dies, we riot. And so I'm wondering if this Lady Loki or Sylvie, if she gets to the stratosphere of that type of popularity, will Marvel consider like her, because let's be honest, Tom Hiddleston, I love that he's continuing to do this character. He could do it forever for all I care. However,
passing the torch.
Is there?
Okay, I know where we're going with that.
Is there a passing of the torch? Doesn't necessarily have to be the same character. It's still the same kind of type of character. And also, it's hard to say though too, because she's doing this for what we perceive as, initially we perceive this as a bad thing. But when you come to find out, when the story starts to unravel, when the onion starts to unpeel itself, the real villain is kind of revealed in this thing. And it's the
TVA.
It's the freaking timekeepers. It's crazy. Like
those three lizards.
It's all about the control. It's all about, like, we want to control your fate. Like, we want you guys to have a destiny. We don't want you to have any free will. Any type of thing that come off of our plans, we're just going to fix everything. And so... Well,
one of the Minutemen that she possesses, or Minute Women, whatever you want to say, one of the troops that she possessed had a weak mind. And how she explained how she possesses someone. She has to touch them, take over their mind, and then bring up an old memory.
Yeah.
And that's what they did at the beginning of the episode, showing them enjoying margaritas at a bar, listening to music.
And that right there kind of is the crux of what I was about to say. Is that these people, we've come to find out, they're all variants. That lady, so all these people who work for the TVA think that they were created by the TVA. And they're working for the TVA to correct everything by the timekeepers.
I have a theory.
This lady had a memory of a place in Tijuana or someplace like that having margaritas. How does she have that with not being an existing person outside of the TVA?
I believe they were in Margaritaville. Okay. They're wasting away as well.
Wow.
But going back to like all these workers, so like they're now working at the TVA. They're all variants, so they've had their memories wiped. And who is doing all this controlling? Yeah, it's Agent J, just constantly doing the pen thing. Who is doing?
I have a theory, by the way.
What is your theory, sir?
It's not a theory; it's a guess of what's going to happen. This is towards the end, probably episode 6, towards the end. I already said this earlier in another episode, last episode actually. So, Owen Wilson is from the '90s, and he owns a jet ski before he gets taken by the TVA.
Okay,
because he's a variant, like they said, right?
Yeah.
And then
that's perfect.
What would be funny to me is that guy that gets threatened by Loki. I'm gonna gut you like a fish. What's a fish? It would be funny if that guy was taken from the TVA while he was fishing.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be funny. Like they all return to their.
Who's working at a sushi bar?
Who's working at a sushi bar or something?
Yeah, no,
I think that'd be hilarious.
That's an intriguing one. There's rumors out there and theories that Owen Wilson could be another Loki. He just doesn't know it. And I kind of went back to a couple episodes where like he makes mention of like how he understands Loki like almost too much. And I've made thought about that. I'm like, I wonder if he's a Loki. Because, like, that would be crazy. Why not? Like, why not have a whole TVA with a whole bunch of Lokis? Like, what better way to control everything than to control chaos than to wipe it clean and have it work for you? But I don't know. We'll see where that goes.
Control. But yeah.
Kang the Conqueror. I want, man, I want it so bad. Like, I want this. It's getting to Mephisto levels with WandaVision, where I'm like, we don't have a Thanos yet, and maybe like, and again, I'm trying to curb my
enthusiasm.
I'm trying to do that. Well, not really. I'm loving this show, but I'm also trying to curb my speed. It like you know me. I can devour like a meal in like 0 seconds flat, and like I'll say that I can like enjoyed it or whatever, but because I do.
Well, back in my prime, I ate 6 Baconators in 12 minutes, so I understand.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Wow.
But this one, I'm trying to like with like these. I mean, with everything coming back, everything's just like pow, 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 pow. You have WandaVision, Falcon, now Loki, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, What If, Spider-Man. It's just all coming out this year. Like it's coming out with a double barrel shotgun because last year was completely kaput, which I understand. I'm trying to slow everything down because I'm trying to savor this like a nice juicy ribeye, like a nice steak where I can just like allow the juices to flow in my mouth and enjoy the sweetness, the saltiness, the good those. This is why I like this episode the most, is because there were action scenes. Hold on, there were action scenes, but there were also these quiet moments that everything calmed down, and like you said, when they were talking about love, it was just this quiet dialogue between two characters who were acting. Like it was great performance between these two. I'm sorry, go ahead.
There's no time to savor it. You're at a 5-star buffet now.
There are no more buffets.
There's no more savoring a steak. It's just we're at Furs, okay? We're gonna get all you can eat.
Furs.
You get all you can eat. Salisbury steak, baby.
I mean, it's come to the point now though where, like, I am trying to slow myself down with all these things. I'm trying not to rush my way to Wednesday because all of a sudden, like, okay, we're here Wednesday. Let's watch this thing. And before you know it, you're already at the weekend. Before you know it, you lived a whole year and you didn't realize that you were just in fast forward mode the entire time. Especially at my age, where time is no longer a luxury.
You just want somebody to tell you when you're in the good times.
Yeah, exactly. We've been through so much crap the last 18 months that, let's get to some good shit. But speaking of crap, Lamentis, man.
Yeah.
So during the course of the events that occur in episode 3, we see the battle and fight between Loki and Lady Loki and Loki. He grabs the little portal device, sends them flying through a different universe, and so we know she's been around the block now because she's like, "Why did you take us here?" Because she's already aware of this apocalyptic event. That's where she hides. That's where she was hiding to basically arrange the entire like bombing of the sacred timeline. Lamentis, what year was that in? 2070 or something like that?
It is 2070. It's Lamentis 1. It's one of the moons.
Yes. So it's
to a planet. Yes.
It's one of the moons for this big. Well, no, it's the planet because the moon is crashing into it.
They're on a moon, and another moon is crashing into it.
Okay, well, regardless, there's a big orbital body about to go kablooey on this place.
Which reminds me of Thanos throwing a moon at Iron Man in Infinity War. Because the way it's coming down, it's just like, holy crap. If you throw another moon at me, I swear.
That's so great. Yeah, and like it is raining, like I'm trying to think of apocalyptic events like that might have been worse than Pompeii. This is probably it.
Yeah.
Like, let's just devastate a whole planet. And they keep saying, like, okay, we got to get to the Ark. Let's go. And
talk about a deep impact.
Nice. Here is where things get really, really cool with this episode, is because then you start to see Loki and Sylvie, how they differ. Like, again, she is all about, like, going in, just, pumping her fists. That trailer. They are basically trying to find power for that portal, because apparently the portal device has run out of power. That was their MacGuffin for this episode, was this portal device. And lo and behold, it's low. It's the battery's low. You got to put it in the charger. Come on now. You don't ever leave home with a device that needs power at half capacity. I don't know. Anyway. So they went to that trailer park thing, and she's like, I don't care. Let's bust on in or whatever. And she gets blown the F away. She survived, but because it was kind of like this weird wave cannon. I don't know what that was.
Yes, a wave cannon.
But it's very akin to a lady just sitting back in her rocking chair waiting for the end to arrive, and she's got a shotgun just resting in her lap. Except this is the future, and the shotgun is like a wave pulse gun. And Loki's like, no. We got to handle this with guile. We have to handle this, his way. Like
diplomacy.
Way. Diplomacy, yeah. And his approach of morphing himself as the husband, I knew what happened next was going to happen. Because, you never know. Like, it's literally a coin flip. How did the spouses
speak to their wife? Yeah.
How did they coerce? No, not coerce. How did they get along? Yeah.
Conversate.
Yeah, how did they conversate? Apparently not in the way that Loki thought. But because he was all like coming in.
You're as beautiful as the day I met you.
And she blew him the F away.
In the past 40 years, he's never said that to me. He never talked to me like that.
I mean, it was a good approach. And again, he flipped the coin and lost, unfortunately. Well, she basically tells him, like, they have to go find the train, take him to the Ark, etc., etc. Well, again, they take their approaches totally different ways. I love how they utilize Loki's powers. It seems like every episode they're using it more and more. Obviously, they're no longer at the TVA, where magic is pretty much null and void. I mean, even Sylvie tried to possess one of the guards at the very beginning, and it didn't work. Like, she got jumped. So magic is no longer useless. But when they're away from the TVA, no holds barred. But yeah, he turns himself into one of the guards. Basically, does I'm going to apprehend this Loki and make.
I like how he talks.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, I got a message from up top.
I'm like, he could have talked normally. Like, why do you have to change like your accent? But I mean,
that's what I like
get
about
it. Yeah, I mean, it was good comedic moments.
The comedic way of Marvel. They gotta put it in there sometimes.
Oh gosh, yeah. He still needed her help though, because she was able to possess the guy. Because he was questioning whether, like, they had tickets. You needed tickets to get on this train, and tickets were very, very hard to come by. Apparently, they were only giving them to the rich people. He phoned in, or she possessed him, and as under her possession, basically, they granted them access to the train. Oh, the train. That was so good. I love this entire, like, sequence. Like, again, she is still continuously trying to get the portal. Like, so Loki ends up with the portal thing, just like through the course of events, and she keeps trying to get it back from him. He's like, no, I got it, whatever. He makes it like disappear, using his magic again. And they're on the train again. They're matching wit for wit, tit for tat. He won't go to sleep. She won't go to sleep. They need rest, to try to make their way onto this arc, apparently. They devise a plan because apparently, this is a apocalyptic event. Like, no one is supposed to survive this thing. But like Loki said, they never had a Loki on this thing. So he is trying to make his own multiverse branch off and break fate, as you will.
He gets drunk.
I want to get drunk with Loki. I'd love to get drunk with any Asgardian, to be honest. Like, it just seems like they have the best parties. Like, I mean, they're gods. Let's just say, like, let's not forget about that. But yeah, like the songs and the singing, and he's just completely ripped.
I love that. And apparently she did go to sleep, so she woke up and he was drunk and singing and everything, and it was actually a pretty cool, fun song.
Yeah,
sing at a bar.
Like, I'm torn between that and Zemo dancing. Now,
Zemo dancing. Oh,
they have to have one. I'm gonna look after this is over, but they have to have one out there with the Loki scene, and then like in the middle there are cuts of Zemo dancing to it while Loki is still singing.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, like, again, and things hit the fan again. Loki, Sylvie can hold her own. Like, I love her like, fighting style. Like, she even uses her horns, which she loses eventually on the train. She's got that interesting saber that, it's definitely different than the dagger. The daggers that Loki wields. But, she can definitely hold her own. Loki gets chunked out of the train. And, of course, without him, Sylvie's pretty screwed. So she has to chase after him because, again, she's trying to get that portal device.
I guess you could say their plans got derailed.
Oh, that's
wow.
That's too good. I like that too much.
Let's keep it on track. They
got kicked right in the caboose.
Caboose.
No, so I have to ask you this question. They
had to conduct another plan.
There it is. Gosh. Let's leave the station on time now, shall we?
Yep. Steam on ahead.
Don't make me punish you. So the temp pad. I looked at some other videos, and there's a lot of thought and a lot going against the idea that temp pad might not be broken, bro. I don't know.
Oh, that's so true. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Like,
that's so true.
Not only might not be broken. So Loki, boy, you want to talk about God of Mischief, and like, much like one of my favorite shows, Rick and Morty. This could be the most Loki of all the Lokis out there. Because, again, it's like Mobius said, he wants to prove that he is the most Loki of all Lokis.
I agree with you, because the way he stops that building from falling down, holy crap.
But
he's like, I got this.
Do you know how he might have stopped that building from coming down?
Turning back time? I don't know.
Yeah. If I could turn back time. Yeah. So remember, like, when in episode 1, when he found the huge drawer of like Infinity Stones, he did pick up the Time Stone. And I think of all the ones in there, that would probably intrigue him the most. Seeing that he learned that he was in a realm where time was a weird thing, and he's been watching videos of himself, get murdered, and his mother get murdered, and just bad things were happening. So,
He used that same power, but he used that same power when he was in that store. Mm-hmm. He got the vacuum cleaner, what do we call it? The robotic vacuum. What do you call those? You have one.
Roomba.
He picks up a Roomba, but he uses like a force type of like come to me to my hand, and then he uses to hit that telekinetic powers. Yeah. And I think he was doing the same thing with that building. And he actually did that same thing when he was stuck in that little prison when his, I guess, mom visited. And he was just pissed off, and he moves all the furniture with a blast.
No,
remember in Thor: Dark World?
Yeah, I mean he's been able to do that, but like that's interesting.
He pulled a tenant on that building, right? He pulled a tenant.
I didn't think about the his Dark World stuff because I forgot. Yeah, he has the ability to completely he's got to get mad enough, but he's got the ability to completely telekinetic things. I don't know. There's a lot of murmurs about him having the time stone. That would make sense to me. Because I've watched it several times where it's not that he's forcing it back. It's that it's literally like you can see like there's the bottom of the building. It's rebuilding itself. Like it's actually reforming. Yeah, just like Tenet. And boy, if what he can do with the time stone and little fast forward to the very end of this thing where you think they've done it, they're gonna get on the ark, everything's gonna be good. Here comes another branch. The ark is destroyed by a random piece of orbital fun time, and Loki has to do something now because it cuts straight to the credits after there, which I was like, no, are you kidding me? And it was it was good all the way through, but it was getting good. You know what I mean? And
good.
I was just like, oh no! Again, it's Wednesday. Oh, I gotta wait till next Wednesday. Jeez, come on, man, give this all to me now. This is something. Again, I love that they're doing it like this, but I can't eat my own words because there's a lot of times where I'm I would binge all of this all in one night. Obviously, I would have watched all of WandaVision, all of Falcon, and all of this, just straight through the night, taking off the next day. But I like this because it's slow, methodical. It allows us to talk about it. It allows us to have this Broview. Excuse me.
When goes to credits, they're playing a song from the 1950s or 60s. I'm sorry, hold on. Dark Moon by Bonnie Guitar.
Oh yeah.
And it's perfect. It's almost a callback to the end of Endgame, where it's all happy in Endgame, but in this case it's completely opposite. It's going to shit. What are you gonna do now? You have no arc, you have no power, you have no way to get out of there. Supposedly the device is broken.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
That's my thought, is that there's your supposedness, and maybe, I don't know, there's some type of coupling generator that Loki with the quote-unquote not broken temp pad can power it up. And he's gonna feel, because he's now found a connection with the Sylvie character. They both have the same goals. They want to topple the TVA. It seems like,
you know why he doesn't have the time stone, brother?
Why?
Because each time stone is meant for their particular universe. You don't know if he's got the right time stone, so that is false. He does not have a time stone.
That's fair. That I thought of that too. It's a lottery pick, like you said. If he had picked up the right time stone and it happened to be that time stone that was able to manipulate time in that particular moon. But that's interesting. Yeah. No, Well, then Loki's
all you people
Loki's
out there
damn
think he's got a
powerful.
time Sonic doesn't.
I mean, you never know. I mean, it's one of those things where like he may have it and he just lucked into it or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But no, that's I didn't think about that too hard. But that's the episode. I mean,
I am so smart. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean SMART.
I give that episode like a 9.5. I mean, it literally could have been a 10 had it been longer. And like, it's really, really good. Like, I think MCU is like spiking right now. They are GameStop stocks right now about in February when they were just launching to the moon with their storylines. They've got the right act. I mean, Tom Hiddleston is the freaking executive producer of this thing. One of the. So, you know, he's definitely putting his 2 cents into it. And people are not getting in his way for his creative prowess. It's good. I'm enjoying this a lot. I look forward to every Wednesday. Granted, I have to wait through a whole day at work for people like, have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Which I get that, but I don't know. How was your visit to the concession stands?
Oh, it was very good. The order was correct. They gave me a coupon, and I got my hot dog for free.
Dang!
And they gave me extra. They gave me extra chili and cheese on my now chili cheese dog.
Wow, that's some high praise, sir.
Right, and then they moved me up to the 3D versus just watching in standard.
Wow. God, see, I miss the theaters just to see everything in 3D. And
that's why I do my review or Broview that way, because we can always reminisce on the times when we did go to the theater.
Those times are coming back. I think we're right around the corner, man. F9 literally opening this weekend. Bro, like, we'll see. It could be the can of worms just opens up and it just goes all over the place. Fine by me. That is our Broview of Loki episode 3. Like, I love that. And now come to our last segment of the show. We're not gonna have a quiz show tonight. We're not have really who said it, but we're going to have the Broview's top 10 Royal Rumble. So again, in our guesstimation, we just picked, just 10 random birthdays for the week and put them in a big mosh pit and see who wins. From June 20th, we have Quentin Jackson. He is Rampage from
A-Team?
A-Team or MMA, yeah, if you want to call it that. Nicole Kidman is participating in this.
Queen Atlanta.
Oh, she
or
is
Atlanta.
Queen. Oh, wow, that's
Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
Or
Totally
Val Kilmer's Batman's lover.
Yeah. Yes. I think she would
Seduction.
definitely go in as Queen Atlanta. And John Goodman, he's probably just going to chill on the sidelines right now.
He's going to chill on that Roseanne couch with Godzilla behind him.
Yeah. June 21st, we have David Morrissey.
I need help with that one. Let's see. Oh man, he looks super familiar. Where is he from? Let's see. Oh yeah, The Walking Dead. Yeah, he was the governor, right?
He is the governor, but he was also the fake Doctor Who. You're correct though. He's the governor.
Hello, governor.
Lana Del Rey, just because I like Lana Del Rey. She's literally going to be on the sidelines just checking and Mr. Pratt, Chris Pratt. Their birthdays are all on June 21st this week.
Owen Grady from Jurassic World.
You got to be kidding me.
No, I'm sorry. He is the guy from Parks and Rec. All right.
Nice. Nah, he's got to go in as Star-Lord. Who? Yes, Star-Lord. Star-Lord, man.
He's going to be Andy Dwyer.
Oh, my gosh. Chris Christopherson from Blade. I think he's from Blade. He's literally like the one person I'm like, I know he's a country music star, but when I think of him in movies, it's all about Blade. He was the what is his name?
And he was in all three Blades, huh?
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. No, he's Whistler
wow.
from Blade.
Wow.
He's a dang good overseer for Mr. Nightwalker or Daywalker. I'm sorry. June 23rd. Didn't find anything. June 24th. We're gonna continue this. There's gonna be a little theme this week because with Chris Pratt coming into this again, he is Star-Lord, but there's gonna be a Parks and Recs theme. Because, man, like we were discussing this off air, I wonder how they did birthdays this week, like when that show was on. Because on the 24th, we have Mindy Kaling.
She's on The Office, not Parks and Rec.
She's not in Parks and Rec? Are you serious?
No, she's in The Office. She was the Indian girl.
I knew she was in The Office. I didn't know. I thought she was in Parks and Rec too. Really?
She may have been in one episode, but not as.
Oh, that is completely my bad. I am sorry. I swear I thought she was in. I swear I thought she was in Parks and Rec once.
Kelly Kapoor from The Office.
Yeah, no, I knew her. Well, I'm sorry. Well, she'll be checking it out because those NBC shows just tend to chill together.
I mean, they're basically the same show. Let's just be real.
You know who's gonna make fun of me for this is Ricky Gervais. He's gonna run me through the ground. His birthday's on June 25th. Go right ahead. I would love for any person to roast. I want him to do all the Oscar shows forever and ever. Amen.
Roasted.
And he'll be going as himself because Ricky Gervais is too awesome. He could go as the original Office. I think was his name the same?
Office manager, yeah. Or the what's it called? The regional manager.
He was David Brent, yeah, from the original Office in UK. And finally, 26th, we have a slew of birthdays. Ariana Grande is going to be sharing the stage with Lana Del Rey. Now we can start talking Parks and Rec a little bit. Aubrey Plaza.
Yes.
Nick Offerman. And I want to include the villain from Scott Pilgrim, Jason Schwartzman. I don't think he was in Parks and Rec. I don't think he was, but I've been proven wrong before.
He actually was in Parks and Rec.
Oh, really?
He owned the porno store in that small town of, oh my gosh, what the hell is that town called? Oh my gosh, I almost said it, and now I forgot.
Really? That's amazing.
Shit.
So, and he is also
oh my gosh.
He is also Talia Shire's son. And Talia Shire is Adrian from the Rocky movies. Or she's the sister from Godfather movies. But, yeah, Jason Schwartzman. Let's bring him and throw him into the ring as well. So that's our cast, man. I mean, we don't really have many heavy hitters this week.
2 episodes. His name is Dennis Lurpus, and he owns the porn store in that little town in Indiana. Wow. I forgot the freaking name. Parks and Rec. I'm gonna freaking look it up. Town. Parks and Rec Town.
Well, why you look that up?
Pawnee.
Oh man. Yeah, that's our cast this week. Gosh, I honestly think I would do this. I would think that the cast from Parks and Rec just completely like galvanizes and just goes in and destroys any and everyone in their wake. Although we do have Queen Atlanta, so.
Are you talking about Chris Pratt before Ego takes his power or after?
Oh, that's true. He's a Celestial. Wow. Yeah.
Half Celestial.
He's half Celestial. Boy. Yeah.
And don't forget how crazy John Goodman is in Cloverfield Lane.
He's crazy. Like, he is nuts. That movie was awesome. I love that movie. A lot of people give the Cloverfield trilogy flack because it literally goes all over the map. But, I mean, there's consistency there. I never watched the Netflix one.
Me either.
I think that I might be missing out. But, I mean, he could be...
he could be that lawyer who's trying to sue the Bee from Bee Movie.
No, he is the... I would put him as the crazy Vietnam vet from Big Lebowski.
Nice. And then Roseanne. He was in Skull Island.
He could be Fred Flintstone.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Let's go, Barney.
Or, you know what? I'm going to give him Sully from Monsters, Inc.
Nice.
You want to talk about...
the big dude.
Yeah,
big blue guy.
the big closet monster. I mean, the end, don't worry about it. I mean, we have a Celestial in this thing, or a half Celestial, so it's honestly like a race for second. Even the power of Parks and Rec cannot overcome their hidden teammate just taking it all on his own. Man.
I don't know. Nick Offerman's freaking name in the Parks and Rec. He's a tough son of a bitch.
Nick Offerman's great. I like that guy.
What is his name? What is his name in that damn show?
In Parks and Rec?
Yeah, what the heck is his name?
Nick?
Is it Nick? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, it really is him. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson, there you go.
Yeah.
Ron Swanson is the ultimate. He cannot be beat. Unless it's his ex-wife.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, I'm giving this to Chris Pratt.
No, I feel you.
Like, he would wipe the floor. Like, Chris Christopherson, definitely, if he didn't have his mechanical legs, he wouldn't even get off the mat. So, and then you have Lana Del Rey and Ariana Grande singing the praises of Chris Pratt in the sideline. So, what say you, sir?
Yeah, Nicole Kidman.
Agree? Nicole Kidman.
I say that's eyes wide shut right there.
Nice. Well, what about the others? Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you.
What about the others? What are you? It sounds so... What about the others?
Yes. So this week, we announced it. The movie review declares Chris Pratt, a.k.a. Star-Lord, who? The winner of the Broview's Top 10 Birthday Royal Rumble.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute.
What's going on?
Chris Pratt does something, or Star-Lord does something right at the end. You think it'll be the end of Thanos. No, he messes up. Quinn is the winner.
Who? Who was the winner?
Nicole Kidman's the winner.
Oh.
Because Chris Pratt did something stupid.
Oh God, it hurts every time.
The Indominus Rex, bro.
It hurts every time I watch that scene. I can't help but like, and I find it dumb because like, you know, this is a recorded performance, but I still yell at the screen. I'm like, why are you doing it? Just let him hold on for one more freaking second, and then you can go to town on this guy. Just let him take the freaking glove off. Yeah, you know what? Good call. I like that. Yeah, Queen Atlanta wins in an upset because Chris Pratt just cannot hold his own like all the way through the end. He's got, you know, mess up like at the very, very, very when he is approaching the finish line, kaput. So yeah, I like that. You know what? Good job. Yes.
Wow.
We're gonna give Queen Atlanta the win this week in Broview's Top 10 Birthday Royal Rumble. I like that. Well, Josh, we've come to the end of another movie review episode 18.
Another.
Man. Yes, another. Gosh, we're gonna have another next week. What do we got in the docket, sir?
Stuber.
Yes, we're gonna continue our infatuation series of our fellow Filipino Batista
/ Greek.
Yeah, / Greco god Batista. Yeah,
Because on this channel we deal with time travel, Dave Batista, and superhero movies.
Hey man, that's gonna cover a lot of ground right there.
Yeah.
That's gonna...
Oh, by the way, end of the world as well movies. Thank you.
Oh sure, for sure. I don't know. I have no clue what accent that was. Yeah, we got Stuber next week, and then we also have Loki episode 4. God, I'm looking forward to that already. Oh man, that's gonna be my birthday.
The first movie we're gonna do that has nothing to do with. Actually, it still has something to do with the end of the world, I think, right?
My spy really didn't.
So. Space Jam, that says Dave Batista. Space Jam 2 would be the first movie we'll do something where we're not ending the world. But I think you do end the world, right?
I was gonna say we don't know the synopsis yet of that. I remember the first Space Jam. There was a kind of wasn't there an end of the world proposition or whatever? It's
the end of the cartoons and it's the end of Michael Jordan. I know that, but other than that,
Bill Murray. Oh yeah. So who's gonna? I really want to know. Like, you know, we're jumping ahead a little here, but I really want to know if there's gonna be a Bill Murray type jump into this.
Bill Hader. That's my guess. Bill Hader. Because they work together on Trainwreck, so I think it'd be perfect.
Bill Hader, huh?
He worked together with him on Trainwreck with Amy Schumer, and I feel like Bill Hader would be. I don't know if they're that cool with each other. Who knows? We'll see. Bill Hader's a hilarious dude. So,
is he gonna come in as Stefan?
No.
From the Weekend Update, he's gonna be constantly
Weekend Update
covering his mouth,
his sleeves all the way up to his fingertips. You know,
the clubber.
Right.
Man, that's funny. Well, bro, do you got anything else? I don't know if you watched anything in the last 48 hours other than...
I watched Jurassic World. I didn't watch it completely, but I just thought it was funny that it's his birthday, and I watched one of his movies, Chris Pratt, Jurassic World. He did the same thing in that movie. He let Indominus Rex out, basically. I mean, basically, you know.
Did he let him out?
He went into the cage to figure out why there's scratches. Why would you do that? Can you not wait 5 minutes to confirm if it's in the damn cage? Good God.
Good God. No.
Good God.
Oh, my God.
But, that's. I mean, everything we're going to be reviewing is pretty much time travel, just the world, superhero, or Dave Bautista.
Yeah, let's see.
I love it. I mean, that's what we like.
Well, we got, was it Free Guy? I guess it's more of a... Free Guy's more of a video... Well, he's more of a video game than a superhero.
Vidya game.
No Time to Die in October. I guess that's an end of the world thing.
No Time to Die.
Top Gun.
Was that Bond or what?
Yeah, that's Bond. Bro.
What is that, Bond?
Bro.
What is that?
Bro.
What is that, a Bond?
Bro. Bro.
Bro.
Oh my gosh.
Eternals, Spider-Man. Oh, by the way, other news. Chris Evans is confirmed for Spider-Man No Way Home. How many people are you going to confirm?
I don't know, man. I'm waiting for them to confirm Lou Ferrigno. I'm waiting for them to confirm Lou Ferrigno now as from the Incredible Hulk series. And then like somehow they'll bring in Flashpoint and the Flash from the 1980s, who was the dad in the Flash series on the CW. Oh my
90s.
gosh.
It was the 90s.
Oh, was it the 90s? Golly, was it Flash that recently?
Yeah, it was early 90s though. It was like 91. It was really early. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in the series as the dad. That's for darn sure.
Darn sure. Well, we will convene on that another time. But for now, for tonight, for my brother, Josh Henderson's son,
they're galactically delicious.
I am Charlie Zarsuelison, and this is the Movie Broview. Go pop some popcorn and watch a movie.
Talk about this in a cave.